Hey guys, give me Erin, I lost my coffee. Hey guys, it's Erin or Give Me Yarn 418, and I'm back with Thank God It's Finished, or TGIF. It's been a while. It's been a while, and I have a list of excuses, but it's been a while. I'm going to try and get on a more consistent schedule. I'm starting to think I might need to start wearing makeup because I'm so shiny. I wasn't shiny downstairs. I think it's just my lighting, but I guess this isn't a beauty pageant. So I'm going to try and start recording every week again. I can't make any promises, to be honest. And I also considering, I think I'm going to do Vita again this year. We had a lot of fun with it last year. And then we were going to continue on and vlog when, every once in a while. But, with all that happened, that just became back burner, not important for last year, but it was fun, so I think we may decide to continue that next year. We shall see what happens, but for now I'm thinking we're gonna do Vita. I haven't told Kristen yet. Just spring it on her. She liked doing it. She doesn't really pick up the camera, but that's okay. She's on the camera a lot. Anyway, what has been going on in life? I don't know. I gotta check. I don't know if Dewey had his appointment. I don't think Dewey had his appointment the last time I recorded, but he has been to the ophthalmologist and got a great report, and he's doing really well, and he's now on a maintenance dose in the other eye to help prevent him from getting glaucoma in that eye. Not because it looks like he's going to get glaucoma, but because if one eye gets glaucoma, there's a fairly high likelihood that the other eye will. But if you preventatively treat it, the likelihood diminishes to almost nothing. So we're doing that. He does have cataracts in that eye, but that's just Dewey. The Olympics happened, and I had all these grandiose plans for the Ravelry games. I was going to knit a sweater, but I failed. And why did I fail? Because we got the flu. It was awful. That's all I'll say. It was awful. Kristen was achy one day, and then the next day, it hit me like a ton of bricks. It was awful. Awful. And it lasted about, it was with us full force for about 7 days, and then it took a long time, couple weeks, like a week and a half, to like get back the stamina and to get through the day. It was brutal. So I hope that you and your family avoided the flu this year. I haven't had the flu in years. It was awful. I don't think Kristen has had the flu in years either. She got a flu test a couple years ago and was negative because they thought she had the flu, but it wasn't. It was awful. So I hope you skated by without getting the flu, because it was bad. And the other thing that happened was I had my biopsy, as you can see, and it looks great now. It didn't look great for a while. Not because there was anything wrong with it. It was healing. I was very brave. I went by myself, and I was very brave. I don't do needles. I don't do blood. I don't do anything gross. And I was brave. Very, very brave. Oh, it came back completely benign, which is fine. It's kind of what I anticipated. But the red spot is significantly smaller, so even if there's a scar there, it's going to be smaller than the red spot that preceded it. So that's good. And that's all my list. That's my entire post-it note of life stuff. Yes, they are Batman post-it notes. So let's get into what you came here to see, and that is the crafting. The first thing I'm going to show you is something alluded to last time, which was Kristen's Valentine's Day present, and it was a cross-stitch pillow, and it's down on the couch now, so I'm trying to make sure there's no dog hair on it. I love it. She was, like, really surprised. Here it is. And that is Bob Ross, which you probably already know, but she loves Bob Ross. And this is on an extremely large count of Ada. I think it's a 11 count because I wanted it big. And I'm very pleased with how it came out. So this is on her, it's on the love seat in her office. Ta-da! Next, I finished Enjoy the Ride, and I actually FFO'd it. I did it my way, not the way the pattern said, because I don't like backstitching. But it came out pretty good. It's cute, and it's been hanging on my wall. And I FFO'd, fully finished object. I think that's what they call it in FlossTube. Home Crazy Home into a hoop. I got some hoops, and that one in there. And I'm not going to show you the back because it looks like crap. I fully finished them in a way that if I ever want to put them in a frame, I can. So I didn't want to cut the fabric. And then this I finished ages ago, but I got a hoop for it. This hoop is a piece of crap, but I made it work, and it looks cute. And it's hanging up on the steps up to my studio. I have a wall, and I'm hanging all the cross stitch up there. So I finished those 3, FFO'd them. I knit Dewey a sweater for his birthday. I knit it out of Knit Picks Brava, and it's a Branches and Buds sweater, and I'm going to cut away here so you can see it, because he couldn't come up because he is so excited about crafting he has to yell through the whole video. So here's Dewey. Do you have a new sweater, Max? Do you have a new sweater, Molly? Do you have a new sweater, Dewey? You gonna show to people? There's Dewey's new sweater. Has the branches on it. Dewey, show him. Show him what you got, Dewey. Oh, handsome Dewey. And this is my own pattern that I made up, just that I make for Dewey's size. And he loves it. Okay, there's the horrible videography of Dewey's new sweater. But he's handsome. Isn't that adorable? The scale's a little bigger because it's a worsted weight yarn, but it came out nice, and I like the color on him. And now the 3 of us have matching sweaters. Okay, I forgot to tell you about one thing in life. We have an old oven vent that goes down into our 3-season porch. We have a utility closet on our 3-season porch. And I think I've told you about this before if you watched the vlogs, but in our kitchen we have an old exhaust fan which does not work anymore, and we've covered it up, and we're gonna sheetrock over it we're gonna take it out and sheetrock over it this spring. But a squirrel climbed down the oven vent on the roof of the 3-season porch and into the utility closet, and then kept trying to get out. It was awful. It got injured in the vent, and there was nothing we could do. It sounded awful. It was terrible. It was terrible. And it has since got out. It did not pass away. It's fine, but it's every time I hear a sound over in that vicinity, because the 3-season porch is right over there, I'm worried that there's another one getting in, but there's not. Okay, total tangent. What else did I finish? I finished another Lenny. This is size 5/6. It's also in I can't find the ball. Lion Brand Hartland in a color. It's the teal color. And I use those buttons. I'm not thrilled with the buttons, but really cute. I love this pattern. It's a lot of fun to knit. To pay for a pattern on Ravelry. And as always, all my projects are linked on my Ravelry page. So there's that. I finished. Oh, I did. I finished Keep It Foxy. I decided to make it a baby blanket. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. I probably am going to put it in the Etsy shop, but I'm not sure. It is 3x3, 3 squares by 3 squares. It's a good size. There's those 3. And those 3. I can't see you. And then on the bottom, those 3. So there you go. I can't remember how many I made. I don't know how many I had finished, but it's done! Yay! And that was on my list of goals to finish this year. So I'm very, very happy with that. Okay. I also finished Black to the Fuchsia, and I wove in all the ends. Let me find the right side and the wrong side. Which is the right side? This is the right side. This is knit out of Dirty Water Dye Works in a solid color, which I can't remember what it is, and the gradient color, which I also can't remember what it is. I can tell you. That's right, the bags are here. The solid color is pumice, and the gradient bundle is juniper. And here is her information. I got this at the Green Mountain Fiber Festival last year, which I don't think would have already happened, so I don't think there is one this year. There you go. And Kristen loves it. She wants it, so she's going to get to have it. She wants it to she wants it to wear it like this at her desk, so far be it from me to keep her from having that. I am okay with that. If I want to wear it, I can take it and borrow it. The next thing, I'm just looking at my notes, I finished was the Garter Squish. I'm going to try and set up a little bit. This is knit out of 3 skeins of Caron Cakes in the color Rainbow Sprinkles. And where did that label go? Oh, it's right here. 1 skein of Bernat Baby Sport Sparkle in white held double. Well, this wasn't held double. Like, I held it double with the Rainbow Sprinkles. And I had literally inches of the white left. This is a great project, and you don't have to think about it. You can do just about anything while you work on it. And it's huge. It's over my wingspan. So this is going to be a gift for someone. I love it. I love it. It's very soft. Very, very soft. And that's a free pattern on Ravelry. I finally, this has been on my radar forever, made some 1-hour baskets. These are going to be for my zippers. And there's one. And inside I have Beauty and the Beast rose. And I just put some, I have to make a sleeve for these just to help it be a little bit more rigid because I only used fusible fleece. I didn't have any foam. So I made 1, 2 of those. And I'm going to make 1 more. And then I'll have 1 for my black and white zippers. Well, no, not 1 for my black and white zippers. 1 for my 24-inch zippers. 1 for my miscellaneous size zippers. And 1 for specialty zippers. And they fit perfectly on the shelf that I made them to go on. So, yay me! I finished the pajama pants for 2017. this is another one of my goals, and when I finished them, Kristen said, do we have to wait for Christmas to wear them? I said, no, they're for 2017. So she's excited. So I made a pair of doggy PJs, and I used the Pajama Pants for Everyone pattern on Craftsy. I'll put a link to it down below. It's a pay for pattern. I made her some work pants. This is the only flannel I bought this year at Joann's. It's Knitting Sheep. These are for me. The rest of the flannel I already had. And this one's for me also. It's I Love Dogs. So those are done. That's a second goal off the list today, which is, not today, this past month, which is great. And I also pulled out some cotton, and I knit a couple of scrubbies with the scrubby yarn. Now I have a hair on my nose. Nothing much to this. This wasn't a pattern. I just kind of made a parallelogram and then sewed it together like I do the crochet one, which is also on my Ravelry page. This is not on my Ravelry page. So those are done. And I've also, oh, that's not an FO. Those are all my FOs. All 50 million of them. That's a lot of FOs. And I also have still been crafting. In the cross stitch world, I pulled out this kit. My first stitch, Our Home is Filled with Love. And I haven't touched this in a while. Hi, Ming Mao. But here it is so far. I am now on the back stitching, which, as I mentioned before, is my least favorite part. But this is pretty straightforward back stitching, so I might finish this soon. I'm not sure. We shall see. You know I'm a delusional cross-stitcher. I have been working on this sweater, which I totally forgot I had it on the needles. And this is now for Kristen. This is the Dayton Henley, which is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. I will make sure it is linked on my Ravelry page before I post this. And here it is. I have finished the body and one sleeve. It's nothing special, just a plain raglan sweater. The color is not anything close to what it's showing. I have picked up for the second sleeve, and I'm going to work on that today. That's not even close to the color either. This color is Ocean. It's Stylecraft Special Erin with wool. It's soft, and Kristen can wear it, so there's that. And that's all the knitting, and I have some nope, it's not all the knitting. I fibbed. I started a baby blanket out of some mandala. This is a new colorway that was sent to me. This is Magic Moon. And I started the center out baby blanket, which is just a square blanket. Yeah, see, isn't that a beautiful image? You can't see anything. It's just a square blanket, and it will stripe. Hi again, Ming Mao. Anyway, so I started working on that on Friday. It's a nice mindless knit to have while watching the boob tube. That's all the knitting. Then I did some sewing. I had mentioned previously in my goals that I wanted to finish the sheep quilt. Well, I pulled out the sheep quilt, and I don't know what I was doing when I cut out the squares for the sheep quilt. None of them are the same size. They're all a variation of 2.5 inches. Anywhere from 2 inches to 3 inches. They're awful. But I did pull out some and salvage some, and I decided to make a couple pillows for our couch. So I've done one so far. It's by no means perfect because the squares are not square. So here's the first block, and I'm just going to simply back this with, well, first I'm going to put some fusible interfacing. I don't know what kind yet. I haven't decided. And then I'm just going to back it and stuff a pillow form in it, and it'll be for the couch. Do I see a mistake? There's a mistake right there! Oh well, it's staying. It's staying. I think it's staying. I can't believe I did that. Whatever. And another goal I had was to do the Jelly Roll Jam quilt. And I have sewn together all my strips. I need to iron them and slice them up. And I'll show you that in another video. I have 4, I don't want to, they're all numbered, so I don't want to pull them apart, but I had 3 half jelly rolls. They're like, I think they were 18 strips. Yeah. 2 I had gotten from Ken the Turbo Knitter as in a Secret Santa, and 1 I had picked up somewhere along the way. I don't know if it was sent to me or I bought it, and they all matched. They were the same ones, so I decided to make it a little bigger than what it calls for in the pattern. So there's that whip, and that is all my whips. I have not had any progress on the Woodland Sampler, which is also a goal, so, but that's okay. That's totally okay. I do have some new things in the shop, which have been there a little bit, so you may have already seen them. A couple new prints. There's this print, which is Sunny Day. Love it. There is this print, which is Molly. There is this print, which is Maxwell. And there's one more of these, which is Windy Day. I actually kept one of these for myself, as you may not have seen the baby blankets in it. And those are the new prints for this past 2 weeks. I do have a few new things. Just new things. Some were gifts. Most were gifts. So, should we start with cross stitch? Sure. I've got Country Cottage Needleworks Snow Friends. So adorable. And January. I've also got Country Cottage Needleworks Seasons. Let's see. There you go. Summer, autumn, spring, and winter. Because I'm going to live until 1,000, and I'm going to have time for all this. Collect moments, not things. And I did get, I bought the Farmhouse Christmas from Little House Needleworks, but I haven't worked on it yet, so that's the new cross stitch. And there's some new yarn too. I mentioned that I was sent some Mandala Baby, and this is Mermaid Cove. I was sent 3 of these. Oh, the third one's behind me. I was sent 3 of this, which is Pixie Hollow, and 3 of Honeydukes. And I was sent 2 of the purple one, which I can't remember what it was called. I think I told you. So thank you to the person who sent that to me. I didn't ask if it was okay to say so. So I was sent this OMG sign, which I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I'll put it here for now. I was sent some Impeccables in the beautiful color. I was sent 4 of them. This is called, I have a thread on my shirt. This is called Pixie Bloom Variegated. These colors are awesome. That is pink. That's not like melon color. It looks a little bit coral, but it's definitely a pink. Pink. And this was sent for Kristen, but she'll probably have me make her something with it. This is also Impeccables, the new color. It's called Tropical Fruit Variegated. Gorgeous. I think these are new colors, I'm pretty sure. And last but certainly not least, I was sent this skein of Ba Sonoma in the color Cat Pink. Look how amazing that is. It's luscious. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. It was dyed to be made into a pussy hat, but I already have a pussy hat, so I'm going to make something else with this. It goes perfectly with my winter coat, so I love it. Alright, I don't know how long I've talked to you. This section of video was 18 minutes, so I'm going to guess we're upwards of 30 minutes today. I hope, what is this? Oh, I hope you guys are all doing great. Things here seem to have evened out, and I'm sure that just jinxed myself because whenever I say things have evened out, it all goes down. But I'm staying positive. I hope you guys are doing well, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.